I'm Tori.
And I'm Karen.
But we just call her Mom.
And this is your comfort coming of age podcast for all the times you just need to call your mom.
Join us as we navigate life and as my mom and I grow up together. This podcast is for everyone. My mom is now your mom. And this is for when you just need to call your mom. Hi, Mom.
Hi, Tor.
Just want to address the elephant in the room.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Go ahead.
That I'm having a crash out today?
Like you guys beyond. Go ahead.
I'm having a total crash out today.
Go
But
ahead.
what? Technology is not my friend today. But I got it working. I'm having a crash out. But we're here. We're here. And
Go ahead.
I think you might actually see me today. I think I got the audio working. I think I got the video working. If you're seeing me, you'll know that it's all working. If you're not seeing me, I fucked it up again. Anyway.
Do you want to do bitching minute? Like you just want to go off?
Just having a freaking day. It's
okay.
Monday after a foot of freaking snow. Just having a day.
Keep going.
Here's the I have to apologize right off the bat to Ross because I was having a minute with the SD card in the audio recorder wasn't working. It said invalid SD card. So I called Tori. I'm having a crash out about that. And then he came up. He heard me bitching at you and he said, "What's wrong? Can I help?" And I screamed at him and I'm like, "Of course you can't help. What do you think you can do?" I said, "You know less than me. No, you can't help." And he's like, "Okay, I just heard you complaining. I just thought I'd help." And I'm like, "No." And I said, he's like, "Well, what's the problem?" And I'm like, "I'm not going to take time to explain this to you. I need you to leave." So he left with his tail between his legs. And I'm sure I made him feel bad. And I apologize. But I was in the middle of a crash out. And I didn't need to explain my crash out over technology issues that he knew nothing about. So I'm sorry, but I was in the middle of a crash out and I didn't need to explain it.
I understand.
So yeah, no, like he comes to me for passwords and to reboot the modem and stuff. Like I'm not going to go to him for a technology crash out. Do you know what I mean? So the fact that he's offering to help me with something technologically related was just, I was ready to throw something across the room. So no, that was not helping my crash out at all. So sorry, Ross, but no, that was just not it. Anyway.
All is forgiven.
It's Monday morning. Here we are.
It's a Monday, but like it doesn't feel like Monday because like you said, there's a foot of snow on the ground and everything is canceled. So like I'm not leaving the house. It feels like yesterday. It feels like Sunday.
This feels like the Mondayest Monday ever to me.
Okay. Why? Like, what are you doing today?
Nothing. But
okay.
Yeah. Okay. But I wake up after a Sunday and today's Monday and it's just, for me, it's a whole other day of freaking nothing. So it's freaking Monday. And just a perfect day for a crash out. Okay.
Totally.
Let me also start with, a whole day after all the snow yesterday. Oh my God, this is just going to be me bitching.
Go for it. No, people are going to love it. Go for it.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry. Yeah. So yeah.
This is what our phone calls are like sometimes, you guys.
Yeah. Okay. Today is just me on a rant. I'm
so
sorry. So after yesterday, which was a fun day, by the way. I'll get into that in a minute.
We'll get to it.
I just have to finish this. Frankie decided to go on a poop strike yesterday because Frankie is 10 inches tall and the snow is 12 inches tall. So, picture yourself as Frank with this wall of snow higher than your head. He was having none of this all day yesterday. He was like, I'm not doing this. We're shoveling snow for him, shoveling grass for him in order to find a place for him to poop. And he's like, I'm not doing that. So all day he refused to poop, but then he would come inside and he would sit and stare at us all day and look at us like, are you going to do something about this for me? Like, I have needs. And we were like, dude, your needs are outside, but we've done all we can do to make you as comfortable as possible. But he wanted none of it. So then he would go outside. He would romp for 2 minutes tops and be like, hey, this is cool. And then he's like, wow, this sucks. Then he'd come over to us to sit by the door and shiver and stare at the door to go back inside.
Oh.
So he'd go back inside and then realize, oh crap, I didn't crap. I didn't poop, didn't take care of business. And then he's inside and he's like, now I still have to poop. But, never took care of any. So finally at 10 o'clock at night, he's like, okay, needs have to be met. So he did. He went outside and he pooped right on the sidewalk and just, took care of business. Finally. And then he came in and went right to bed until 3 a.m. when the crew of people come in and they shovel. We're in a neighborhood where they shovel for you. Thank God. But they came by at 3 a.m. and Frank could hear them. So he's barking and barking and barking at 3 a.m. And I'm like, dude, you just let it happen. Just go to bed. And no, he wouldn't. So he's up barking for 45 minutes. So that was fun.
That's terribly fun.
In the middle of the night. That was great. It just wasn't a restful night. It wasn't fun. Then I wake up this morning and it's just snow and it's grumpy. And I decide this morning after putting myself together to do this, I was like, I can't even see my eyes anymore. I'm tired of my heavy eyelids, right? And I have talked to you about this. I want an upper bluff. I was like, I am not a cosmetic surgery person at all, but my eyelids have gotten so heavy, I can't stand it. I just have all this extra skin and I want it gone. And that's me being vulnerable and exposing myself right here. But I want that gone. Because I just feel like I can't even see anymore. My eyes feel droopy and heavy all the time. So I was like, all right, I'm calling this morning. I'm calling for the consult. So I call. The office is closed because of inclement weather. And I'm like, God damn it. So I couldn't even.
Tomorrow.
I will. But I was on a roll today. And I wanted to get that on the books. And I just wanted to do it today. And I was like, oh, derailed again. So.
Wait, I'm so excited for you.
Well, tomorrow, maybe you can be. And who knows? I mean, what is it going to be? 6 months? Hopefully it's not a long time to wait for a consult. But
I have no
see.
idea. Who'd you call? Is it someone local?
Yes. Yes, it's local. She's in Philly.
Wayne? Philly.
It's
a
Philly.
woman.
It's a woman. I've heard good things. Donna told me about her. I've heard of her from 2 people. Her name is Jackie Carrasco. And I've heard of her from 2 separate, unrelated people saying she's the best. And I'm like, all right, I'm going to her.
Perfect.
Yes. So I want to get a consult with her for that.
Let me know when it is. Maybe we could do lunch in the city.
Love to.
That'd be fun.
Yes. So anyway, I was hoping to get that on the books, done and over with. Office is closed.
Office is closed. And
Yes.
I have bad news.
What?
My weather app says that on Saturday, we're
Again?
getting 9 to 11 inches.
It's too far in advance. They can't know that now.
And on Sunday, 10 to 13.
No, that's not possible.
Well, that's what we said last week. Oh, it's too far in advance. It'll cancel. And it came.
Wait, that's first week of February, right?
Yeah.
End of January, first week of February?
Yeah, the 31st and the 1st.
I told you in our family group chat, I told you that last week when we knew this snow was coming, that I'm laying in bed one morning last week and I said, I don't want to deal with this snow. So I'm going to find us somewhere to go, Daddy and me. I was like, we're going away. I just want to miss this snowstorm.
Oh, speaking of going away, put a pin in it. I want to talk to you about Florida.
Okay. Oh, for next month?
Yeah, but put a pin in Florida. You keep going.
Yep. Yeah. So I think it was last Wednesday morning, when this weekend's storm was a definite, it was hitting us, I was like, I'd rather be on a beach somewhere. And you had just gotten back from Turks and Caicos. And I was like, ugh, I'm really jealous. We haven't been to Jamaica.
And this was, while I was in Turks, it was snowing. So this was your second weekend in a row.
Of
Next
snow.
weekend will be your third weekend in a row of snow.
Yeah.
We're getting a lot of snow this year.
Which we haven't had for years.
No, we are getting
very
a lot of snow.
Mild winters for years. And granted,
this is already our 5th storm of the year.
Yeah. And granted, I live in a neighborhood now where they shovel for us, which is nice, but they don't do it like during the storm. They wait till it's all done and then they come through it once. So you're kind of trapped in your, unless you want to go out and shovel during it where you can get in and out, which when you have a dog or whatever, you kind of have to do it to get out of your door and get out in your sidewalk. And if you want to go somewhere, you have to do it on your own in order to get out. Plus, we share our driveway with 3 other homes. So if you want to get out, you're shoveling the whole thing so that
Right.
you or your neighbors can get out. Like there's a anyway. Back to my original point. So it's Wednesday morning. I'm laying in bed and thinking this storm is definitely coming and I don't want to be here for it. So I was like, all right, let me look and see what kind of last minute deals I can get somewhere warm. Like, and I know I didn't want to go to Jamaica because they got hammered with that hurricane not too long ago, 4 or 5 months ago. And I was like, okay, Jamaica's probably not the best option. Let me look at where other islands I could go to. So I was looking at last minute deals and there was one in Dominican Republic. I was like, okay, I've never been there. This looks lovely. Their weather looks very nice. I was like, all right, wait a minute. So I looked it up, including airfare. I was like, this is not a bad deal. From Thursday to Tuesday, I was like, we could swing this. This could be good. I will, I hadn't even asked you yet, but I was like, I'm sure Tori and Zach will take Frankie. Like, everything will be fine. And if it was Wednesday, I was like, we could leave tomorrow, Thursday, come back Tuesday. Everything would be great. So I called Ross in. He was out in the other room working. I'm literally still in bed. I'm like, what do you think about this? Here, it's this much money. We could leave tomorrow morning. What do you think? He's like, oh my gosh, let's do it. So I was like, okay, I'm going to click book. Are we ready to go? And he's like, hold on, let me think about it. Give me a minute. Give me a second. Let me process. And he's like, wait a minute. Where is it? And I said, Dominican Republic. He's like, I never renewed my passport. And I'm like, I could literally strangle you right now because as the diligent wife, how many times have I said, your passport's going to expire. Your passport, you need to do this. And it's one of those things like, yes, okay. As the household manager, sure, I can keep saying, do this, do this, do this. But it's not my job. Do it, do it.
And but you also can't do it for him.
I can't do it for him. Okay, I did mine. Mine was going to expire, so I did mine. I have my passports ready to go. But he never did his. So I didn't click book. And then after I didn't click book this trip, I'm annoyed and I'm thinking to myself, I should have just booked it for myself. I should have just gone. I should have just gone and left him in the snow with Frankie.
Yeah, you should have.
And then I'd be on a beach right now and I could have been sending him selfies from the beach and been like, oh, tell me about the snow. How is it? That'll teach you for not renewing your passport, right?
Yeah, it would have.
Okay, so now if this new storm is really a thing, now
You're going.
I think I might go.
Well, I hope next week when we record, you're on a beach.
I think maybe I will. Oh yeah, I'll take all my equipment. I'll let you know. I'll be recording from some resort hotel somewhere.
I think you should go.
I think it's very tempting.
Speaking of warm, we're going to Florida in March if you and Dad want to come down.
Yes. That is on our agenda. We'll be in California for a couple days in February. But March is open, so we would like to try and work that in. And I would also, you take Rookie with you when you go, right?
Yeah.
I would like to get Frankie on a plane. It would be his first plane trip.
I think he'd be amazing. He has to be a service dog. Rookie's a service dog.
No, he doesn't.
Okay.
Frankie's small enough to travel in a crate under a seat.
Oh.
He doesn't.
Our poor baby.
No. He's allowed to fly in a cabin. He just needs to be, luggage under a seat.
All right, then bring Frank and just make sure that you guys are in a hotel that accepts dogs.
Yeah, we would probably get an Airbnb that accepts dogs. So yeah, we would think about that.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So But I think that would be a good way to break him in. That's a shorter flight than like Idaho or California, all the other places that we want to take him to, which are 2 flights and much longer flights. So Florida would be a good option to break him in.
I think so too.
The other place, I was talking to my friend Jill yesterday. You remember Jill?
Duh.
Yeah. Her brother just moved down to North Carolina near where our friend Dave just moved to, like same town.
Everyone is moving to North and South
Everyone's
Carolina.
moving to the Carolinas, yeah. So Dave and her brother Mark are just a town apart in like a coastal area of North Carolina. And so she was saying she wants to go visit Mark. And I was like, oh, Dave's down there too. And she's like, wait, we should do that. And I was like, yes, Jill, we should. Let's do that. So she and I were talking about, okay, let's go do that. So we might plan a trip this spring to go down there too.
Yeah, you need to be like really taking advantage of the fact that you have no kids at home. You're a retired mom.
Yes, I know.
And like you should be out there shaking that thing everywhere where it's warm.
Yeah, that's me.
There's no reason for you to be sitting on your couch on a Monday morning in snow bitching about whatever you're bitching about. Like you have earned the right to go be on a beach and be warm and enjoy your life.
I know. You're right. I don't want to do a lot of that alone, though. Any friends that I do have, a lot of them still work, which baffles me. I don't know why they still work.
Well,
like, why?
Well, just send Dad to go get his passport renewed, and then Dad can go with you.
He doesn't. I did it home. I did it at home. You can do it online. I don't
So
know.
did he do it?
No.
Okay, open it up. Put the tab on his computer today and say, you're not getting up from this chair until you do it.
I shouldn't have to do that much work to
I
make
understand,
this happen.
but like now you do. So like that's what has to be done.
No,
If you want,
in all
then
honesty,
he's not going to travel.
And therein lies his problem, not mine.
No. But you also did just make it your problem because you said I don't have anyone to go with. So here I'm trying to say, have Dad do it, and you now don't want Dad to do it. So like you can't play both ends. What do you want?
You're right. But maybe I need to make him realize what he's missing out on. Maybe I just need to do it. I need to bite the bullet and be like, yep, okay, here I go. I'm just going to go. And he needs to realize, oh shit, I should have done this.
Okay.
Feedback. I want feedback from people.
What feedback do you want?
I just want I want opinions. Should I go by myself or should I?
Yes, you should go by yourself.
Or should I have to nag him more and more and more? And
I mean,
say,
if you nag him, that's fine. But like, you still can't escape the snowstorm this week if you nag him.
Well, he won't get his passport back in time for.
That's what I'm saying.
This weekend.
So you have to go alone, and you could nag him and be bitter and take off and let him be alone in the snow while you're sitting on a beach.
Well, yeah, I am going to look into the snowstorm this weekend. I had not heard that.
Me either until I went on my weather app. I'm like, you're kidding.
Ugh. Yeah, that has to be a joke. That's just a sick joke.
I knew it wasn't a joke when I saw Hurricane Schwartz. Wait, what's his last name?
Yeah, that's right.
Schwartz. Well, it didn't sound right because of Tom Schwartz from Vanderpump Rules. When I saw Hurricane Schwartz show up on my TikTok, I was like, oh my God, like it's really a storm. He's back. And
you're sure he was talking about next week? No.
He was talking about the storm that we just had.
Oh, yes. I saw him too. And I was like, wait, didn't he retire?
Yeah, but.
And then he came back out of retirement to talk about this one.
On TikTok in his cute little bow tie.
Always in the bow tie. Yes.
He must love what he does. I can't imagine that you're a retired meteorologist and you don't look at the weather. Like you know so much about the weather.
Right. Yeah. And he had to bring a lot of credibility to it. Like I do respect his.
He is so cute.
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever he comes out, I'm like, oh yeah, now I totally believe.
Yeah. No, whatever he says, saying. I'm going to believe.
Yes. Agreed.
So when he started talking about last week's storm, I was like, oh, it's actually happening. So I'll see if he's talking about this one. No one seems to know about this one because I brought it up because we're supposed to have our Stride holiday party on Saturday night.
Okay.
And I brought it up to Jess and she was like, oh my God, I didn't hear anything about it. So like, I seem to be breaking this news to everyone.
Are you just spreading terror and panic?
No, I mean, I see it on my app. So if anyone is, it's the weather app. I'm just the messenger.
What is your weather app? The weather channel? Oh, the one that came with the phone?
Yeah.
I use AccuWeather and I have not seen it.
I used to use Wonderground and everyone thought I was crazy, but I started using Wonderground because you had Wonderground, and I started using Wonderground in Alabama because it tracked tornadoes really well.
Right.
And I was like really scared of tornadoes, and honestly still am.
Isn't that the one that Madison's dad did?
Maddie Glam?
Yeah.
Her dad built Wonderground?
I wasn't that the one? He built a weather app, or yeah.
What?
Yeah. Am I getting that wrong?
I have absolutely no idea. Also, Maddie Glam and I didn't talk about what our parents did. We talked about like being YouTubers.
Okay. Her dad and I used to talk when you girls were at events together, and her dad went with her to the things, Mark Taylor.
Oh my God, no wonder I was so loyal to Wonderground.
Yes, he and I used to talk, and I'm pretty sure that was his app. So I got that app, and then you got that app because of him.
It's a great app.
Yeah. I thought that was his app.
I have absolutely no idea.
I might be spreading false information, but I think he was involved in a weather app.
I doubt Maddie's listening, but Maddie, if you are, can you confirm or deny?
Yes, please, Maddie. That would be great.
Interesting.
That'd be
well,
funny.
I hope it doesn't snow because one, we have the party, and two, Zach and I are touring venues Saturday morning.
I know.
So like, but the snow wouldn't start until the afternoon. So I think we would be fine, and like we would still be able to tour venues.
Yes, I can't wait to hear your feedback from all your wedding planning stuff on Saturday.
Yesterday was fun. We like started the wedding planning, and it was really fun. We did all the guest lists, so like we have a general idea of the guest list.
Okay.
Zach started going through his Instagram following. I'm like, Zach, I think we've hit the limit. Like, if you have to look through your Instagram followers, like, I think we're done here.
I love that for him. I love that.
He was like, but I know I'm missing people. I'm like, if you have to search for them, I don't think they should be at the wedding.
Oh my God. That's priceless.
So that's how Zach's inviting people to the wedding. I also ChatGPT'd like wedding hashtags, and I would love feedback and comments because it's really
our family
hard.
Group chat was doing that. That was fun.
It is fun. So like, my name is Tori DeSimone, Tori and Victoria. I'm good with either. Zach's is Zach Gross, and I am going to be taking his last name. So whatever information you can do with that for a hashtag, let me know. ChatGPT, I asked for 50, and it was terrible what chat came up with. The only one that I liked was Grossly in Love. I thought that one was pretty cute. And then my mom's was Tori Gets Grossed.
Well, yeah. And
no, it was like Get Gross with Tori and Zach. I'm like, Mom, that's gross.
Yeah, that was gross. But once I changed the criteria on chat to say, can we talk about gross in terms of an amount?
Right.
Versus gross as in ew.
But not a lot of people know that gross is an amount, because I didn't until Zach explained it to me, because they use gross for like a lot of just like in their life. Like they use the amount, like the meaning gross for like things in their life. I don't know how to put that, like LLCs and stuff like that.
Okay, no, I don't know what you mean.
Like it's a baker's dozen, right?
Well, a gross of something is a large amount of something. A gross, you can have a gross of this or a gross of that. Like it just means an abundance of something. So, I mean, a gross amount of something is a lot of something. So when you look at it in terms of that, it takes on a very different meaning, and it can be very sweet. Yes, as opposed to very gross.
I also don't know if I want the like, I know wedding hashtags aren't a thing, but they are still fun to like have.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I need my wedding hashtag to be like a think piece.
True. And you're right. I mean, it is a thing now. It certainly was never a thing.
It used to be a thing like 5 years ago. Now it's not
really as much as
thing.
It was. Yeah. But
right.
But it's cute to have, and it's cute to think about.
Yeah. one of my friends this past weekend, I saw she just got engaged a few weeks before Zach and I did. And she said that she wanted a wedding in June of 2027. And she went to her venue like a few days ago and it was already booked up. So she has to do August of 2027.
Holy moly.
We're talking 20 months in advance.
Yeah. Well, when you figure, I mean, if you want a Saturday, there's only 52.
She wanted a Friday.
Oh, geez. Yeah. There's only 52 to pick from in a year. So, you know, it's not like you can double up on a day.
Yeah. So, but it's just so crazy. So, I don't know. Zach and I think we want spring of 27, but I guess we'll see when we get to the venues what the options are going to be.
Yeah. You might have to look at more than, obviously, you'll probably have to look at more than 3 places.
Yeah. It's just this Saturday. We're looking at 3.
Right.
I'm excited for these 3.
Yeah.
We're looking at one on Valentine's Day. That one is like, I think our favorite, but it's also the most expensive. Obviously. So that one we probably aren't going to go with just because it's really just like very expensive.
And you don't want to cut your guest list, I take it.
Don't want to cut our guests. Well, we are able to, like, we have like
you have
a
options.
Number. Yeah, we have options. But it's also one catering business versus another one. Mm-hmm. Luckily we like both, but we prefer it doesn't really matter, but like we like both. We'll see. I'll have more updates soon.
Of course. You're in the baby stages of wedding planning.
But it's fun.
Yeah. It is fun. It's fun.
I'm like looking forward to it.
Good. I'm glad.
Thanks.
I'm glad.
So what did you guys do during the snow?
I cooked my butt off. You were baking sourdough.
I did. I made a loaf of sourdough.
How'd she come out?
She's okay. Like, I definitely have things to improve upon for my next loaf. She was small but mighty, and I think she was a bit under fermented.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to try again.
How could you tell that it was under fermented?
Alana told me that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. I'm using her guide, and I sent her a picture, and she was like, okay, it's a little under fermented. Like, how long did you bulk ferment? I said 6 hours. She said, okay, try a little bit longer next time.
Oh, okay.
And like, it's hard to follow someone's guide because like your house temperature depends on stuff. Like, there's so many factors at play. So I definitely think I know what to fix next time.
Okay.
So I'm excited to try again. I don't know when I'll try again because I started this process on Saturday and I just ate my first piece from my loaf this morning. So like, it's a process. But I'll try again, and I was so proud.
Is Zach excited to keep feeding your starter?
So yeah, Zach like fully thinks this is a pet, like a member of our family. Our starter, first of all, when he's hungry, I feed him, and Zach's like, he's eating, and he texts all of his friends like, he's eating right now. And then I put him away so that he can like eat in private, the starter. And then Alana said to use shower caps when like in between your stretch and folds. So when I have him waiting to be stretched and fold, I say he's showering because he has a shower cap on.
Okay.
So then Zach's like, is he still in the bath? Like, you know, so like.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So he's like really invested in it. And then like while he's in the oven, like he's baking. So he's very lively, our sourdough. He's like really a member of our family. So he's definitely
I said she as for your loaf, but it's
a boy.
A he. This is a he.
Yeah, our loaf is for sure a boy.
Okay, understand.
And he was delicious. I enjoyed his taste. I thought he was good, but I know where to improve next time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And as for me, yesterday you were starting this with me. With our snow day, I made a humongous batch of sausage, peppers, and onions, and I added meatballs to it. And then I decided to make homemade rolls, like hamburger rolls, to go with that to make sandwiches. these sausage and meatball sandwiches for that. And it was, if I dare say, it was spectacular. The rolls were really good. So maybe we have to make that our recipe this week. The sausage and peppers and onions and even the rolls, because it was really good.
That sounds amazing.
The rolls, I have to say, were a little bit dense, and I'm not sure if that was. I thought they were delicious, but I think I needed to cook them just a little bit longer, make them a little fluffier. But they were very, very good.
Cooking them longer makes them fluffier.
Well,
I would think it's the opposite.
No, I felt like they were a little heavy. I think if I had let them cook a little longer, it would have been a little airier. You know what I mean? But anyway, they were still really good.
I also think you need to update everyone that you do know how to bake cookies.
Oh my God, yes. We did talk about the chocolate chip cookie debacle that was at Christmas.
Fiasco. It was absolutely terrible, you guys.
Yeah, it was a disaster. And I have since bought. I asked ChatGPT, like, why did I was horrified at the
what was
our
life before ChatGPT?
I don't even know. Like, I've spent a lot of time on ChatGPT since
Same.
then. And
Chat
at the end, now knows me. Like,
same.
It's frightening.
No, I know. Like, people at the end of the year were like, what did I search the most? I'm like, I don't want to revisit what I put in chat.
No.
What I put in chat was a manic moment, and I'll never see the light of day again. Like, I don't need to know I don't need a ChatGPT roundup of my year.
Yes.
I don't.
And I saw a TikTok that said that, like, thank God there's no ChatGPT wrap up from
seriously.
2025.
I don't want to know.
That would be horrifying. Some of the things I put in there, like, should never see the light of day. Ever.
I know.
I'm asking questions that a therapist wouldn't even want to know. Like, no.
Do you want to talk about therapy?
Not yet.
Okay.
Thanks, though. But
okay.
No.
Moving on.
Yeah. No, but yes. So I did go ask ChatGPT why my cookies failed so badly, and aside from the butter, got a lot of topics, a lot of responses about butter. Could have been the butter was too warm, or I whipped it too long, or blah, blah, blah. But then the simplest thing was, how old is your baking soda? And I was like, maybe my baking soda is very old, because I don't know when the last time I use it till it's like gone. And I'm like, okay, wait, maybe I just need a new box of baking soda. So I bought a new box of baking soda. My cookies were freaking perfect. Baking soda, buy new baking soda. So there it is.
Great tip, honestly, because you were about to buy a new oven.
I was ready to buy a new oven. Honestly. So replace your baking soda, people. Try that. That's your first line of defense.
What appliance do you have for your oven?
It's a GE Profile something. I don't know. Whatever came with the house.
Because I'm in the market, obviously.
Not Profile. What's the line? Cafe line.
Oh, that's the line that we were going to get.
Yes. In our old house, when we redid the kitchen back in 2007, so going back a while.
Oh my God, almost 20 years.
I know. Yes, that's when we redid our kitchen. We did the GE Monogram line, and I was very, very happy with all of those appliances. I don't know if they still do a Monogram line, but I really liked all of those appliances. I will just put that out there.
Yeah, Zach and I have to appliance shop. Speaking of, our house demo has begun. Wow!
Do you want to talk about that?
A little. So,
you had a glitch.
The demo begun right before we went to Turks and Caicos, which was really exciting. And I saw it as soon as we got back. I went to the house, walked around the first floor, and saw it all demoed out. It was so exciting, and it finally felt like, yes, it's finally beginning. Zach and I go the next night. We go into the basement to move some things into the basement. Water in the basement. What happened?
Lot of water.
What?
Like a lot of water.
Yeah, 2 inches of water. So what happened was the fridge line failed. I guess for whatever reason, the water wasn't turned off when they were demoing the kitchen, and it leaked into our basement. And when I tell you guys, it was like drip, 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 like a very slow drip. But
for a week. Yeah.
yeah, for like 10 days when you don't see it, it adds up. And there has to be a metaphor in there somewhere, right? Like, there just has to be.
Uh-huh.
But to say I was pissed is an understatement. I was very upset. I texted my mom. I said, do not freak out because I'm already freaking out. Just tell me what to do.
I loved that text, by the way. That was perfect text.
Why? Because you were freaking out.
Well, no, as soon as you said it, I was like, okay, I'm bracing for something really bad, but you've already set the stage. You said, I'm already freaking out for the both of us. I just need solutions. So I don't want the freak out. I don't need the, oh my God.
No, yeah, I did. That was literally the last thing that I needed.
Yes,
And
I just need a solution. I'm going to tell you something. I just need a freaking answer right now. So then you said 2 inches of water in my basement. How do I get rid of it?
Yeah. And you were very, very helpful.
But all you were saying was, I need you in solution mode right now.
Yeah.
You can freak out quietly on your own. That's fine.
Yeah. Just don't let me hear about it because I'm already doing it.
Right.
Like, I don't need more.
Right. All you said was, all I'm looking for is solutions right now. You phrased it absolutely perfectly.
I feel like that's why I tend to like have emotions in private because I'm already experiencing things. I don't need others to pile onto mine.
No, but the way you phrased it was perfectly, and it was via text. It wasn't like you called me. I didn't hear your emotion. I could feel it over your text, but you were like, and you didn't even say, here's the situation. You just said, I don't need your freak out. I just need a solution. This is what's happening.
So here's what you do if that ever happens to you. Number one, you call your contractor and say, you need to fix this.
That's right.
Which he did. He came over. He was at, and this was at 8:00 at night that we were at the house. So he came over about an hour later. He was there at 9, and he was there until I think 12:30 in the morning. And he drained out all the water, dried it up, and like we went back. Not the next day, but the day after. And it was great. Like everything was fine. Everything now is fine. But it's like bone dry again, no water. Everything is fixed. All is good. Thank goodness.
And any of your stuff, like your belongings?
So we had stuff that was on one side of the basement that got wet at the base of the boxes. It was only about a quarter of it. And that's what I was most upset about was like, oh my God, it's our stuff. But it wasn't like anything that bad, but it still wasn't ideal because like it's our stuff. Like it's our whole house and like lives packed away into our basement. But our contractor, Brian, he took everything like out of the boxes, aired them out. And like, that was really nice. He got all the water cleaned up. He got it all dried up. So like that was all good. But before he got there, I just found a broom in the basement and I was just putting as much water as I could into the sump pump. And the sump pump was taking care of it. And then as soon as Brian said he was on his way, I was like, okay, we're out of here. Like we need a wet vac and we need to suck it up and dry it out. And like, we don't have that or the fans. So Brian came over, he took care of it all. And like now all is good. So the demo's underway. The basement is dry. And this past weekend we were at the house taking down wallpaper. There's a lot of wallpaper in that house.
Yeah.
There's a lot of wallpaper in that house. So I did it Friday night with Zach. We did like the front hallway wallpaper. And the more that I keep posting of the house, like when I first showed the kitchen, I got a lot of people being like, oh, but the kitchen is so cute. Why do you want to knock it out? Number one, it photographs so much better than it looks in real life. Like I do see why you guys think it's cute because when I first saw the pictures, I was like, oh, it's kind of cute and kind of charming. Then when you get to it, it's not what it looks like. The floor is not tile. It's a vinyl that's peeling up. Okay.
Right.
So like it's already, it had, even if you like the floors, tough luck, it had to come up anyway because it's literally peeling everywhere. Second, it's just, it doesn't look like that in person. It is such a mess. It's like these drapes with this wallpaper and a checkered floor. I mean, seriously, it's insanity what is going on in that kitchen. And if you liked it so much, the house was for sale. You could have bought it. I'm just kidding. But like in all seriousness, like
right.
Anyone could have bought that house. Okay. So yeah, that like had to come down. But what I was saying was the more I post like little nooks of the house, people are now starting to be like, wait, that with the kitchen? I'm like, no, I know. And you don't even see the rest. Wait till you guys see the log cabin room. Like,
Right.
it is just the most crazy decorated house you've ever seen. Like, there's a reason HGTV called us and said we want to feature your home on a show that's similar to Ugliest Homes in America. Like, there's a reason for that. It's not because it's like this cute. No, it's insane what this house is.
Right.
So, yeah, so that's begun. We started taking down wallpaper on Friday. I had an event in Philly for Stride on Saturday that went great. And Zach stayed behind and wallpapered. And then yesterday he was shoveling. And I am just like, I love being a girl. I love that I don't shovel, that like my day of work is going into the city and like hanging out with the girls at a hot cardio sculpt class. Like, it's a Monday morning. I'm on FaceTime with my mom. Like, I just love that this is what girls do.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's a good life.
It is a good life.
And here you are like, I'm going to go to a beach. Like, life is good.
I hope so. Speaking of being a girl, yesterday during the snowstorm, we had some of our neighbors came over to our house. Like, we cooked all this food. Neighbors came over to us. Sue and Ken Crevetti, and then Joe and Ann Dreyer came over.
Oh, by the way, I put all the Dryers on the invite list. Like, Chris,
good.
Matt and Emily, not just like Joe and Ann.
Oh, good. I hope that works out, that you can keep everybody on there. That would be great.
No, yeah, they're in the like definite list.
Oh, awesome.
Because I want like Chris and Matt and Emily there.
They would love that.
Yeah.
Awesome. Anyway, back to this. So we knew, first of all, it was nice that we didn't have to leave the house during the snow. That was great. And then, you know how our basement is set up. We have like TVs on two sides of the room. We have the fireplace side with a TV, and then we have the bar side with a TV, which is a little excessive because it's all in one room. But
no, but it's actually not.
It's kind of nice. And so when Anne called me, she's like, "Is it okay if I bring my slippers and my knitting?" And I'm like, "Yes, of course." So I was like, you know what? We're going to set up on the couch. Like, the girls will be on the couch side. We're going to set up over there. So we have the fire on with the warm, I'll put the blower on. So we were setting up in front of the fireplace with our own TV, watching football in front of the fire. And the boys were over by the bar side where all the food was. And they were watching over by the bar. So I was like, okay, this is perfect. Like, Anne was knitting, and Sue, we were over there chatting and knitting and in front of the fire watching football, and the boys were over talking about whatever they were talking about. And I was like, this is perfect, you know, on a snowy day. And she's knitting, and we're talking about weddings, and we're talking about, you know, all sorts of stuff. And they're having their own conversation. I have no idea what the boys were talking about. But I was like, I'd so much rather be here. If we're all in the same room, but doing our own thing. And it was just so great. Yeah. So I was like, we can be part of the event, but we're still separate and doing whatever we wanted to do. I was like, this is great. And then get up and go get some sausage and meatballs, have our own thing, come back to the couch, eat over here, knit. It was great.
Speaking of knitting,
this is so much better. Oh, yes. How about this sweater that Maddie made for us for Christmas?
My sister, my mom's other daughter, Maddie.
Yeah. She made 5 sweaters between October and Christmas.
No, like, not even October. Halloween.
Yeah. Okay.
Pretty
you're
much
right.
November.
Yeah. End of October and Christmas. She made 5 sweaters. Tori, you have 2 sweaters here.
I do have 2.
You. But yeah, this is homemade by Maddie, which is phenomenal. And it's so
I have to go to the dentist on
warm.
Monday, so I'll pick it up Monday.
If you can get out in 2 feet of snow.
If I can get out.
Yeah. So you have 2 sweaters here waiting for you. Daddy's is all black. He wears it all the time. And Zach, I think she didn't finish Zach's. She was still working on it when she was here. She had to put his sleeves on still.
Wait, we should also talk about the recliners that they got.
Oh my God. Your sister is the best human in the world.
I know.
Like she's just the most wonderful human. I mean, her fiance Drake is a very tall human.
He's 6'8".
He's 6'8", and they had a regular sized, a normal couch in their family room. And for a very tall human, it just like the back doesn't go up high enough for him to be comfortable sitting on it and all that. It must be a challenge being a very tall human to be comfortable on normal sized furniture, right? So he was like, I want a recliner. And there wasn't room in their family room for that couch plus a recliner. So they've apparently had this conversation for a while where he's like, I want this chair. And she's like, okay, but it's not just any chair. Like it's a specially made chair for extra tall humans. So, it's even called a big boy recliner. I mean, if you can imagine, right?
Uh-huh.
And I know Drake he gets a little self-conscious over the fact that he's such a big human, but he, like when he's one
Mom,
of those. What?
You have to get to the point of the recliner.
Okay. I feel for him. Anyway, so they got rid of the couch and they got this chair for Drake. And they got a regular sized one for Maddie. So that's all the furniture they have in the room now is this his recliner and her recliner. And they're matching. And God bless them, they're camo recliners. So they sit there now, Maddie with her knitting in her camo recliner and her White Claw next to her, and Drake in his big boy recliner. And he's happy as can be. But they sent us a picture. Now, Maddie has 2 dogs, big dogs, Copper and Tater, and they're big animals, like 70, 80 pounds apiece. And Copper curls up in Drake's recliner when he's not in it, and he looks like Frankie. He looks like this tiny little dog in this big recliner. Just shows you how big this chair is. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that thing must be giant in that. Oh, anyway, I just love the fact that they have these chairs. So it just cracks me up. But they just look like Ma and Pa Kettle now, sitting in there, her knitting and him in his recliner under one of her blankets. Like, they're so cute.
They're so cute. Yeah, they're like made for each other, those
They
two.
are. And I'll say this. I haven't gotten an okay on this yet from Maddie, like a full approval. But remember, she was looking at doing kind of almost an elopement for her wedding.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about doing it in Wyoming. Well, I found this collection of cabins in Sun Valley, Idaho, that looks freaking adorable. And I sent it to her, and she's like, oh, I really like that.
Oh, cool.
So, and it's available the weekend that she wants to do it.
Oh, cool. Can you send it to me? I want to see it.
Yeah, I will. It's really cute. It's a main house plus 4 separate cabins. And it would be just enough sleeping room for all the people she wants to have there. And that might really
Talk
work.
to me about the cabins. Is there electricity?
Yep. Full indoor plumbing in each cabin and full electricity.
How do we get to Sun Valley? Will we drive?
We would drive. Yeah, fly into Boise, and then it's like a 2.5-hour drive, and just stay there for the weekend and do everything there. And Sun Valley itself is a beautiful town.
Yeah.
Ski resort and everything there. There might be snow already that weekend. I don't know. I'd have to look up and see if there's snow already in late September in Sun Valley, and we'll have to figure all that out. But
yeah,
then there would be other things to do too that weekend if she wants to do anything else. But it could be really cool. So we'll figure that out. And of course, her prerogative is she can change her mind 1,000 times between now and then still if she wants to.
Of course.
But yeah, the difference between your wedding and her wedding is going to be huge, and that's fine. Everyone is entitled to the wedding of their dreams. And if her wedding of her dreams is to get married in a mountain town and with 12 people around her, that's what I want to make sure happens for her. You know?
I love that.
Yeah, me too.
I think it'll be really fun.
Yeah, me too.
It gives Zach an excuse to wear his cowboy hat.
Oh, 100%. 100%. And I think you and Zach would really enjoy Sun Valley as a town too. Like it's a really neat place.
Yeah, I
So
haven't been there since. I don't think I ever. No, I didn't go. I flew
you
home.
flew home. You didn't get to go. So I think you'd enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah. So,
If she
and
picks there.
yeah, these cabins are really cool. I would love to do it. So anyway, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, let me see.
What else was on my crash out list for today? Anything?
No, I feel like you covered a lot of it. I mean, what are you doing this week?
I don't have anything on my immediate agenda this week.
I
One
don't
more
really
thing-
either. Go ahead.
One more thing about your sister. She called me last night and she said she was up in her craft room doing some catching up on knitting.
Where's her craft room? Whose room was that?
It was the guest room, and now the guest room was Saxton's room.
Oh, okay.
So that's where the guest room is now, and the old guest room is her craft room, which is really cute. She sits in there and she has her iPad up, and she watches shows
She's so cute.
while she knits in her craft room. Yeah, so I love it. But anyway, she said, "Can I have your HBO Max?"
Oh,
Password.
yes. Any chance to talk about heated rivalry, Karen's going to take it.
Of course I am. I have no one else to talk to about it. So the fact that my daughter is watching this show, I'm thrilled. Like, no one I know has watched it. I have no one to talk to about it. So yes, I'm going to talk about it. So I got a text from her this morning, and she said she's made it through episode 3, and she's like, I like Scott and Kip even better than Shane and Ilya. So she's getting through the crux of it. And she said Drake is working today, Monday, and she is not working today. So she's going to finish the season today, and she would call me later tonight, and we will talk about it. And I'm like,
That's what I love about
can't
Maddie's
freaking
work.
wait.
When she like has a day off, she fully has a day off. Like, she doesn't do anything work. Like, she just, her whole day on a Monday is watching heated rivalry.
Can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait.
What do you want her to come back and say to you?
I don't know. I just am very eager to hear her take on it and to see what she says. And the fact that already she has said she likes Scott and Kip as characters in it, like I'm like, okay, she's watching the show, like she's getting it, and that she likes their characters. I'm like, good for her. She's getting it.
That is fun.
I would love it if you would watch it, but
I
not your
probably no, I didn't say it's not my thing. It's just I don't know when I would have the time to watch it because I'm really busy with my shows right now. Like Tell Me Lies is on, Traders is on, Beverly Hills, Salt Lake is ending, which like thank goodness, but Summer House is about to start again.
What did you think of Landman?
Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. I still haven't. That's the other thing. I still haven't watched the last episode of Landman.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'm hoping tonight we can watch that. Last night was obviously football. Wait, who won? Seahawks?
Yes.
Seahawks Patriots. Ugh, what a boring Super Bowl.
I went into yesterday thinking it was going to be Seahawks Patriots. And I'm disappointed because I was like, the Bills should have won. And I think the Bills would have been in the Super Bowl if they had won last week. And
the Bills are,
disappointed.
I think, America's team. I think everyone is rooting for the Bills to win.
Yeah, I'm sad that they didn't get in.
I am
because
too.
I think they would have been in the Super Bowl. But that's neither here nor there, I guess.
So who do we, I guess I'm going to root for the Seahawks. I can't root for the Patriots.
I'm not against the Patriots anymore.
Because you like
now
Drake
that
May?
Well, no, now that it's not Belichick and Brady, I guess I don't care anymore about the Patriots. Like, I'm not against them so radically anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I still am.
But the Seahawks just, I don't know. They seem like such bullies.
But Bird Gang.
Yeah, I guess. But, well, Seahawks are JP's team. So Daddy's all about the Seahawks.
Yeah, so I just can't root for the Patriots. I mean, like, Dad raised me. You think I can root for the Patriots? Like, I'll never forget the Super Bowl where we had Eagles-Patriots pool table balls.
Well, that was the one we lost. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. I can't root for the Patriots.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
There are three teams I can't ever root for. The Patriots, the Cowboys, and the Chiefs.
And the Chiefs.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Drake.
Yeah, I know. No, that's okay. Drake, Maddie, do you remember that conversation where she was saying Drake's not even all about the Chiefs that much? It's more about the Royals. It's baseball. He likes the Kansas City Royals.
Oh,
But he's
right.
like, he's not even so much about the Chiefs.
Oh, so then he can be converted to an Eagles fan.
That might be pushing it, but
I think the Eagles need to convert Philadelphians to being Eagles fans. I think everyone in Philly hates the Eagles right now.
well, right now, yeah. They had a terrible ending to the season. That just didn't end well.
It's so funny because I see the discourse on TikTok of people being like, this is the team that won the Super Bowl last year, mind you, and their fans hate them. Like, they had like a great season, mind you. It's like, no, we didn't. We had an awful season.
No, we had an awful season.
We did not win. We just didn't lose.
There was a girl on TikTok who did probably the best breakdown of why the Eagles sucked this year. She was so good. And she's the math girl. Like she does statistics and stuff. It's very, did you see the movie Moneyball?
Mm-mm.
Oh, great movie. You and Zach would probably like it. Brad Pitt and
I know the movie. I just haven't seen it.
okay, it's good. You'd like it. But anyway, she does very Moneyball type analysis of very mathematical analysis of why sports teams are good or why they're bad. And her analysis of why Kevin Patullo ruined the Eagles was so spot on.
Wait, did you see that cute little kid
No.
that was like, he needs to be cooking burgers at McDonald's?
Oh, yeah, I did.
You did see
I
him?
heard of it. No, Daddy told me about it.
Oh, okay. Okay. Sorry. Keep going.
Yeah, but anyway, she was absolutely perfect in her dissection of why he sucked the life out of the Eagles and why he ruined every play call and why it was so pedestrian and how he ruined A.J. Brown and how he ruined this receiver and how he absolutely took the life out of Saquon Barkley and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Like she was spot on with everything. Now, granted, I'm not an offensive coordinator, but everything she said made perfect sense to me. And I was like, this girl needs a job in the NFL. Like she went on why Drake May is such an undervalued quarterback in the league. Like she's done, not in the same video, but she has done these really great analyses of the NFL in great ways. And I'm like, this girl needs a freaking job.
Wait, speaking of analyses, have you been seeing the Blake Lively, Taylor Swift, Justin Baldoni of it all?
Wait, are we going back to the
because text messages and emails have been leaked, like between Blake
new
and
ones?
This all just happened this past week. There was much pop culture that happened this week. Like, did you see the Brooklyn Beckham and Victoria
I saw that.
Beckham?
I saw
Did
that.
you see all the really funny AI videos of like Victoria dancing inappropriately at the wedding?
Oh, yes, I did see that.
Those were funny.
But no, I haven't seen anything with Taylor Swift and Blake Lively.
Yeah, their texts
Not
were
this week.
leaked, and it was just like so weird to be reading that stuff. And then also Blake like wrote Ben Affleck an email like asking to watch the movie. She's just like, she talks exactly how you think she would talk. And Ryan Reynolds emailed Colleen Hoover, and like he talks exactly how you think he would talk. Like, they're just a wacky duo, those two, Blake and Ryan.
I lost a lot of respect for them the first time around with all of this crap over that movie.
It's just such a crazy case. And like, if they just let it go, I mean, I get it. Like, when it's the biggest thing happening in your life, like it feels so big and so monumental. But like, if they just let it go when the movie came out a year and a half ago, no one would even remember that the movie was even made. Like,
let it
it
lie.
was such a bad movie. It was seriously so terrible. And everyone just would have been like, oh yeah, that movie sucked, and moved on. Like, that's how everything goes. But it's just such a big story because of all the litigation. It's insane.
Yeah, that's too bad. That movie is a prime example of how movie adaptations can go horribly wrong.
I mean, this is like a case study of how everything can go horribly wrong.
Well,
not a single thing has gone right with this, but all right, Mom, we're at an hour.
Yes, that went quick.
You feel better?
My crash out helped. Yeah, I do feel better.
Good.
I guess
The
I should
healing
go
powers
apologize to your father.
Yeah, and that's the healing powers of calling your daughter.
That's right.
Let me call my daughter.
Let me call my mom.
Well, if I called you today and you answered the phone the way you did, I just would have hung up and been like, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, you would have been like, okay, you need some time.
Yeah, no, seriously, you got to figure this one out. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'm not going to deal with that. Yeah, well, I did call you beforehand and was screaming at you about the HD card.
Yeah, and I said, ask ChatGPT. And he helped.
Yeah, it did help to a degree.
Okay.
I did figure it out. And then the camera wouldn't start and I figured it out.
Yeah. When you were like complaining about the camera, I just turned you down the volume.
Good.
I just let you have your moment. All right, guys. That's all for this week.
That's it.
Thank you guys so much for listening. And Mom, is there anything you want to say?
No, I think I pretty much said it all.
All right. Then we will talk to you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.